Okay. I start in the middle and start working. You're gonna work just the tops for now. Pull, stretch the fingers down. The film will not shrink sideways, so you can't shrink it this way. All your fingers have to go up and down, factory edge to factory edge. You cannot shrink. See this finger going this way? If you try to shrink it, it'll pinch up and crease. So you gotta pull everything up or down. Okay? I'm gonna kind of work out the fingers. A little bit at a time. Stretch. Pull and stretch. Okay.
Oh, you prefer the baby powder?
I prefer the baby powder. I know some people use like lint sheets for a dryer, which I've never done, but you can. I like baby powder because it's cheap and one bottle will last forever. At least a few months if you're really busy. See, and then just fingers get worked out. You just gotta be careful how close you put the heat. You know, it just takes practice. You get a feel for it after a while, because if you get too close, you can overburn the film, and then you got to start over again. I don't find window tint to be super difficult to work with, but it's unforgiving. So once you mess up, once you crease it or you damage the film, it's over. You got to start over with a whole new piece, back to the plotter, cut it all out again. And there's not a whole lot you can do at that point. See, now this is just our preliminary shrinking. This is our dry shrink. After this, we're gonna move into a wet shrink. Just keep using my hand. Moving the film down, pulling, stretching. This window's not bad. Some you really gotta pull, really gotta stretch. This one's not so bad. And again, it's just, takes practice. After a while, it becomes second nature. Has a lot to do with knowing your material also. Not all film shrinks the same. Some it's easier, some is a little more tricky.
So I know you were installing SystemX.
No, Solar Guard.
Oh, Solar Guard?
Solar Guard.
Oh yeah, SystemX PPF, right?
I think SystemX makes tint, but
Do they?
I'm not sure.
So you were using Solar Guard. How do they compare? Like
They're pretty similar, honestly.
Thickness of material, durability.
Yeah. I like the way the 3M shrinks better personally. I think it's easier to work with. I feel like the Solar Guard is a little bit trickier. The ceramic seems to be thicker, but I think that's just because it's older technology.
Yeah.
I feel like the 3M is newer technology, which makes it, I think it's superior, honestly, in my personal opinion. But that's just my personal opinion. Don't attack me. People out there on YouTube. Don't attack me. They're both great products.
Yeah.
No, hands down. They're both top of the line. But I feel like I don't know, for me personally, I think the 3M's a little easier to work with. Especially the ceramic.
Yeah.
See, so we got our preliminary dry shrink finished. So now we're gonna work on it wet, which will help us really get it refined. Always being careful with the film. You don't wanna bend it or pull it really fast. Be gentle with it. like I said, it's unforgiving. Once you crease it, back to the plotter. Start the whole process all over again.
See, I installed that ExoShield windshield protection, which is so thick.
Yeah,
And
thing.
I've done it where I've been all the way to the final stage and laying it down and creased and start all over, another 4-hour project.
Yeah. Okay, so I want you guys to pay attention to this part particularly, okay? So we're gonna anchor it again, but notice I use my hand first. Your hand is your greatest tool. So you wanna use your hand before the card, okay? So pulling, and the card will crease it. Your hand won't as much. Okay. See up here where it's, if you just take your card and you whip it across it, your chances of creasing it are really high.
Yeah, you gotta finesse it.
You gotta finesse it, so pull. You wanna pull out your, and I know I make it look simple, but it's, again, it's just practice. You have to practice.
You've been tinning how long, Richie?
5 years.
5 years tinning.
Which even in the game, it's even that's not tremendously a long time, but long enough to learn a few lessons, that's for sure.
Yeah.
You guys can see it's starting to take the shape of the glass. Okay. Let's grab the heat gun. And as you can see, we still have some little small fingers like this. And this is why we wet shrink it. We don't want to have to try to deal with those after we tint it. Better to get rid of it now. You gotta be really careful here not to get too close, not to overdo it. Be careful with your heat. Look at the finger when it starts to curl up and wrinkle. You know you're getting close. Check the tone. Got some over there too. Got some little guys here. Now the odds of you having some little fingers after you tint it, I mean, are high. And that's normal. That's your touch-up phase. This is our prep phase. And remember, anything you leave right now will pop up after you actually tint the car.
Yeah.
So whatever you leave, it's gonna pop up. So we want to try to get, as much of it as we can. See how I back off, come at it, back off. Work them down slowly, especially with the ceramic. It's thicker, it's gonna take a little more. And I am happy with that.